and welcome back. My name is Kathy, that's Kino. Today I'll be walking you through a fun hip opening sequence that can be done at any point in time in your day. And yeah, let's get started and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so today we're going to get started in a wide-legged child's pose. Okay. From here, find your knees as wide as your mat. Walk your hands all the way forward. In our particular wide-legged child's pose, we're going to be taking a very simple pranayama exercise called Viloma, one staggered inhalation. So if you're not familiar with it, don't worry, you can just follow my verbal cues. I will walk you through it. From here, walk your hands all the way forward. Keep crawling them down until you're able to melt the chest fully on the floor. Maybe allow your third eye or the space between your eyebrows to rest comfortably on your mat. And take a few moments to find your breath. Allowing yourself to feel the entire texture of the mat, the smell, and how your body feels as you press your weight against it. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. On your next inhale, take a deep breath in, walk the hands slightly forward. Hold your breath. Inhale a little bit more. And hold your breath. Inhale, last sip of air at the top. Feel like you can't reach forward anymore. Maybe the butt is lifted off the heels slightly. Now hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale all the way down, feeling the armpits melt towards the floor. We'll try that again. Inhale, crawl the hands forward, hold your breath, do not exhale. Inhale a little bit more, crawl the hands forward just a little bit more, hold your breath. One final sip of air at the top until you feel like you can't breathe and the hands are completely stretched to the top of your mat. Now hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. One last time. Inhale, crawl, hold. Inhale a little bit more, crawl, hold. Inhale, one final sip at the top until you feel like you can't breathe anymore. Now hold your breath, but maybe the butt is lifted higher over the heels for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, melt the chest down. Notice the stretch in the inner thighs. Take another big inhale in through the nose. At the end of that exhalation, slowly come up to rise. Okay. From here, coming into tabletop, finding hands and knees, shoulders right over the wrists, hips right over the knees. From here, inhale, getting ready. You can tuck the left foot if you need to, sending the right leg out. Once you're ready, bend into that right knee, forming a nice 90-degree angle, and you're just going to take a couple of hip rotations here. Okay? Go as slow as you can, keeping the movement controlled. We're just going to warm up our hip joints. Good. Start spinning the other way around. Synchronize your breathing with your movement. And slowly one more breath in. Exhale back down. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, extend the left leg first before you start bending into that left knee, raising it up into this fire hydrant posture. Slowly take your rotations, choosing whichever direction that makes you feel comfortable first. Start spinning the other way around. One more breath in. And come back to center. Good. From here, inhale. And you exhale, I'm going to turn to face you. We're going to come into gate pose. I'm going to extend the right leg out first. Knife edge of that right foot is grounded on the floor. Left hand is down on the floor. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Maybe open up that right shoulder if it feels good. And on the exhale, we're going to thread that right arm through, dropping the right shoulder down on the mat. Okay? Immediately, you're going to feel a sensation on that right leg. And then this left hand is going to walk forward. And at every exhalation, you're going to try and melt that left armpit down towards the floor. Stay here. One more breath in. Exhaling, melting that left armpit down in this particular T shape where you're stretching out the shoulders. And slowly wiggle your way out. Okay, switching legs, right knee bends, left leg extends up. This time right hand down on the floor. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Maybe open up that left shoulder as much as you want to. Inhale. And as you exhale, thread it all the way through, dropping that left shoulder down onto the floor, crawling that right arm forward, melting the right armpit down, grounding the knife edge of that left foot. Close the eyes and breathe for 5. One more breath. Good, and slowly wiggle your way out. We're going to come back into tabletop. Tuck the feet on the inhalation. Exhalation, push it up and back, downward, facing dog. Start with bent knees if you feel like your hamstrings are tight, especially if you're doing this in the morning. Allow yourself to get as much movement in. If this is your first down dog of the day. Pushing the floor away, grounding the back of the heels if it's possible. If it doesn't, don't worry. Keep pushing the floor away from you. Hold it here. From here, inhale, left leg reaches up. Square the hip. Exhale, look forward, step the left foot forward, dropping the right knee down. Anjaneyasana or low lunge. Inhale, arms up. You allow yourself to walk that left leg forward, making sure that left knee doesn't open up. Okay, drive the right hip down, maybe push the chest up or sternum shining up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. One more breath. Good. From here, hands down, ground for a second. Walk the right leg in a little closer. Inhale, sweep the palms, lift up, high lunge. Check to see that back heel is stacked over the toes. Maybe walk the left leg forward a little bit more, sinking the right hip down. Feeling the length through the spine created by your hands. Hold it here. One more breath. And exhale, open up, warrior 2. Okay. In your warrior 2 stance, check heel to arch alignment. If your shoulders are really tense, just flip the palms over, facing up towards the ceiling and hold. Okay. Engage the right leg so the weight is not primarily in that left leg. Engage your pelvic floor by squeezing the inner thighs together. One more breath. Good. From here, right leg will turn out, coming into your goddess squat. Stacking the knees over the ankles, sit a little lower. Engage your inner thighs, center of the body engaged. Maybe close your eyes. If you want to pick it up, you can always lift the heels off the mat and hold. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Turn to the back of your mat, bending into that right knee, straighten that left leg, dropping the right forearm down, starting with a very simple lateral side angle. This is a nice place to notice whether you're putting too much weight into that right leg. If you are, start drawing it back. Try not to rely all the body weight onto that right knee. You could use a block if you want to. If you feel like you're ready, maybe lower all the way down. And maybe, if you want to, take a bind. If you're taking in the bind, remembering not to put too much weight into the right knee, lifting the right rib cage away from the right thigh, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Inhale, lift all the way up. Straighten that right leg. Inhale, shift forward, hinging from the hips. Exhale, we're coming down into triangle. You're welcome to use a block here if you need to. Looking up to only if it feels good, if not, just look straight down. Careful of hyperextension, you're welcome to micro bend this right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Left hand reaches down. Exhale, step the right foot back, coming into high plank. From here, we're going to shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, slowly. And as you inhale, lifting up, upward facing dog. Engaging your inner thighs. And as you exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. One more breath in. Okay, from here, inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, let's step it all the way through, coming into low lunge on the other side. So facing the back of your mat this time. From here, whoop, find your balance. Kino. Okay, from here, drive the left hip down, inhale, open the arms towards the ceiling. If you need to double pad your mat, go ahead. Sinking the left hip down, look forward, sternum and chest up. You can untuck that back foot if it feels okay. Maybe walk the right knee forward a little bit more, sinking the left hip down. Good. From here, inhale. Exhale, start walking the left knee a little closer towards the front of your right leg. Getting ready, inhale, lift up. Whoop. find your balance. High lunge. Good. Back heel stacked over your toes. Left leg is nice and strong. Bend into the right knee and hold. Squeezing your inner thighs together. Keeping your hips square. One more breath in. Now exhale, slowly open up. Warrior 2. Okay, from here check to see heel to arch alignment just as much as you need to. I know it's tiring, right? Good. Take another breath in. From here, inhale. Turn the left foot out. On the exhale, sit nice and low, goddess squat. Arms extending through the shoulders. Sit a little lower. And if you can, maybe lifting the heels off the mat and hold. I know. Stay with me just for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6. I promise you it helps to smile. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, turn towards the front of your mat this time. Left knee bends, right leg is straight. Lateral side angle on the other side. My hip clicked. Same thing, take as long as you need to. Maybe stay here a little longer and maybe stay here for the rest of the pose. If you took a bind, maybe try taking a bind on this side as well. If you're using a block, come to the high side and reaching the right arm all the way towards the front of your mat. Okay, option to take half bind by sending the right arm behind you. Okay, maybe grabbing onto the thigh, so the space between the waist and the thigh. And if you can, maybe come into full bind, making sure that there's a lot of space between the left rib cage and that left thigh, so that you're not sinking all the weight in that left knee. Rotate that right shoulder back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Straighten that left leg, raise it all the way up. From here, inhale, shift the left hand forward, hinging from the hips. Exhale, lower down, triangle pose. The block is here to help. Inhale. And exhale. Find your most comfortable stance in triangle pose. Bending into that left knee or just looking down if it feels tight on your neck. One more breath. Inhale, right arm down. Exhale, step left foot back. You're moving through our vinyasa from high plank. Shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slow down your breathing. Let's take 5 breaths here. From downward facing dog, inhale, look forward. You're going to slowly walk your feet forward to the top of the mat. Coming into an easy squat or Asian pose. Okay, if you can't squat, you can always place blocks right under the heels, so for both sides. Okay, if you can, try it without the blocks. Good. From here, bring your hands to heart center. Open up the knees wider towards the sides. The more you lengthen through the spine, the more effective, the more efficient the stretching is on your inner thighs. So as much as you can, lengthen your spine, pull the chest forward, look forward, heart forward, and hold. From here, inhale, exhale. Inhale, come high, tippy toes. Keep the length in the spine. Inhale a little bit more, let's come a little higher. You know where we're going. Inhale, come a little higher, hold. Inhale a little higher. Knees still turning to the sides. Inhale a little higher. And a little higher. And a little higher. And exhale. Take a breath in. And let's go back down. Inhale. Exhale. Squat. Tippy toes. Inhale. Exhale. Squat. Inhale. Exhale. Squat. Inhale. Exhale. Squat. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Take another big inhale in. And down. From here, lower the bum all the way down to the floor. We're going to take Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together, knees opening up to the sides. Option to bring your legs closer towards your crotch, but it's not necessary if you want. You can always push the legs further away from you. From here, what really makes a difference is the length in the spine. When you round, especially if you go all the way down, there's not much stretch in your adductors. So what you want is to keep reaching the heart forward. Maybe it doesn't mean that you have to go all the way down. Maybe this is as much as it feels good. Maybe take a block, hugging into the block. Keep trying to rest maybe the chest on the block or the head on the block, depending which works for you. And we're going to stay here. Maybe after a few breaths, you can lower the block to its second height and then keep pulling the chest forward and maybe finding the chin on the block. Extend the hands forward and hold it here. One more breath in. At the end of the exhalation, slowly come back up. From here, extend the right leg forward. You're going to bring that left leg all the way up on top of that right thigh, coming into half lotus. Keep that right foot flexed, pointing the right toes up towards the ceiling, pulling it up towards your knees. From here, inhale, send the arms high, straighten the back. If you want, you can peel the flesh off the bum first. And as you exhale, slowly, as much as you can, just melt your body forward. Maybe this is where you're at, and that's okay. Maybe you can go all the way down. Depending wherever you are, you can also use blocks here to create a little bit more length, a bit more space to go a little further. What's important here is to bring your belly closer towards your thighs instead of the head towards your toes. So keeping that same length in the spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back up. Let's change sides. Extend the left leg forward, bringing the right leg on top of the left thigh, coming into half lotus. From here, inhale, reach up, and as you exhale, melt the chest forward again, belly to thigh instead of head to toe. Maybe stay here, using the block to assist you or creating more space. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back out. Give your legs a nice little shake. We're almost there. Set the blocks aside. You're going to roll yourself all the way down. We're going to take something that's quite restorative for the back. Hello, Kino. Let's start with the right leg. Set the right heel on top of the left knee. Take the right arm and you're going to thread right through the hole you created, finding thread the needle. Okay. You can also use a strap for this one. You can either strap this right foot or thread the strap through this left knee. Okay. From here, inhale. And as you exhale, pull that left knee in towards your chest, trying to push that right knee out as well. So this right knee goes out towards the wall and the left knee draws into your chest and hold. This is actually how my usual practice looks like with Kino around in the house. Okay, option to keep both feet flexed. Yes, baby. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Okay. Come back to, slowly set that left foot down. From here, you're going to come into a nice little twist. You're going to press that right heel down into the floor, keeping the figure 4 shape. Maybe taking that left hand and pressing that knee out towards the sides. Okay. If you want to look towards the other side, switch hands. Left hand pushes into the right knee, twisting over towards the right. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center. Let's switch legs. So left heel on top of the right knee. Inhale. And as you exhale, thread that left arm through the hole and you're going to bring that right knee closer in towards your chest. Sweetheart. No. Keep pushing that left knee out towards the end of the room. Keep drawing the right knee into your chest. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly. Kino, please. Set the left foot down, coming into a spinal twist. Option to use the left hand to press the left knee out. Or if you're taking a twist, take the right hand and you're going to twist over towards the left side and hold. So keeping the figure 4 shape. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back out. Okay. Release the legs. We're going to come into Savasana. Before that, I need to speak to Kino. Kino. Slowly extend your legs all the way out. Coming into your final resting pose, adjust yourself on your mat. Open up the legs wider than your mat, the hands outside maybe. Take a full breath in. Let's take a cleansing breath together. Inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. You're welcome to pause the video and stay here for as long as you want. And thank you so much for watching today's sequence. I hope you enjoyed it. As usual, do drop me a comment, leave any suggestions, any feedback. I'm always open to them. And I'll see you very soon. Bye!